till I read the Bible and prayed. Some nights I was so drunk I didn't remember doing it, but I'd find my Bible open. Because my parents had instilled that foundation in me.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
I couldn't stay away. I hungered for it every day. I prayed more when I was out in the world than I ever did before I left. God had that foundation. That's what we got to give our children this morning. That foundation that says no matter what comes tomorrow, whether I'm serving God tomorrow or not, it's real. It's true. We need to do this. We need to give our children that foundation. Because when you look into the eyes of a child, of your child, you think about the end. Think about that child, whether he's in heaven or whether he's in hell. It's in your hands right now. It's in your hands as a mother, as a father, to instill in them what they need to get them through life. I'm sure some of you have heard some of the stories I'm going to share, but I'm going to share them anyway. I remember listening to a popular Christian talk program, and the man, although I don't know, I don't even know what denomination he's supposed to be or anything, but he's got some things that you can listen to and glean and learn, and does a lot of things with families. And I remember him saying one time, and my kids were pretty young when I heard it, and he was talking about his son. His only son was going off to college all the way across the country. It was going to be all the way across the country from where he actually lived. And he went to his dad and he said, I just want some advice. I want you to tell me what you feel is important for me to know. Because I'm leaving. I'll come home on holidays and I'm sure we'll talk. But just to have something to hang on to until I come back. I want you to tell me what you think is the most important thing I need to remember right now. And he said, I looked at him. And I said, son, I hope that you find everything that you're looking for. I hope that you prosper. I hope you get good grades. I hope you get a good degree. I hope that you get a great job. I hope that your future is financially secure. I hope you find the woman of your dreams and get married. But only one thing I ask. That you make it to heaven. That's the only thing I need you to remember in all of your endeavors, in your travels, in your school, and whatever you do. Don't forget God. Hallelujah. Don't forget your number one job in this life is to make it to heaven. And I thought if we could instill that in our children. I want my children to be prosperous. I want them to have great jobs. I want them to have great lives. First and foremost, I want to walk the streets of gold with them. I want to see them there on that day. And that is my responsibility. It is your responsibility. All of the workers here that we have, whether they be Sunday school teachers or youth leaders or all of the ones that take care of the youth or the children, you can ask any one of them. Nobody here is paid to do any of these jobs. The pastor doesn't even get a salary for being the pastor here. Nobody here gets a paycheck.
Come on, sister, come on. Amen.
Everybody that does anything in this church is voluntarily. They volunteer to do it. Anytime we work with the youth, we take them on youth rallies and stuff. I used to do them plenty. And my kids take them most of the time now. Even when you're taking them on a youth trip. When I would take them on a youth trip, I would have to pay my own registration and my portion of the gas for us to be able to afford to take them to youth trips and stuff. And you can ask any one of them that's ever worked with the kids in this church. The number one problem in the youth group and the number one problem in the Sunday school department are the parents. It's not the kids. It's not the kids acting up. Kids are going to act up. It's the parents. When you have to get onto a child on a youth rally because they're listening to worldly music and trying to get the other kids to get worldly music, and then to get a phone call the next day, flat telling you off, because they're never letting their kid come to anything else you're doing because you wouldn't let them listen to rock music.
Yep.
Where are we going wrong here? Why would we stand up for that?
Right.
Danae Richardson, I linked to her on Facebook, and one of the things she wrote yesterday, I thought, there you go. If you're out of sync with the leadership of your church, you cannot expect your kids to be in sync with God.
That's right.
If you teach your kids to rebel against the leadership of the church, the next one they're going to rebel against is you, and then they're going to rebel against God.
That's right. That's
because
right.
nobody here has an agenda with your children. We're trying to get them to heaven.
Right.
Are we going to make mistakes? Yes. But our primary goal is to work for God and help your children get to heaven. And it astounds me. It really astounds me when